Let's get into it. Let's get into it right away. It's your boy Lansky's Corner. Stone in motion. Different vibes today. Different vibes today. You know what I'm saying? We starting up something new over here on Lansky's Corner's channel. One of my vices, one of the bullshit that I be into that a lot of people didn't know. But oh yes, I'm into it. I'm addicted. I'm addicted to the junk TV, TLC, We TV. You know what I'm saying? Stoners like to get involved in reality TV too. You heard? So if you know me from other platforms, if you know me as Lansky's Corner, yes, I'm still Lansky's Corner. But today we are here to discuss 90 day fee, 90 days before the 90 days, I believe it's called. Let's make sure I've got the right title, and I starting off too well. Gotta know the name of the show, all right? Because it's like three of them. It's like three different shows. It's 90 Day Fiance. It's 90 Day the Other Way, and then it's 90 Day Before the 90 Days. This is the one I'm reviewing. Season 3, Episode 3. Unfortunately, I don't got the screen share on this right now, so I can't really show y'all the people. You just got to be a part of the culture. You have to watch the show. You need to know what's going on. If you're watching this video right now, yeah, it's a black guy, a stoner, who looks like he has no business watching Love the Lockup. I mean, 90 days before, whatever, fiance. Yes, I watch all that bullshit. I watch it all. I watch it all. So we're gonna get into it. Season 3, Episode 3, Little Lies, 90 days before 90 days, whatever, or a spinoff of the 90 Day Fiance joint. Starts off. For those who don't know, this is a show about people who found love overseas or in different countries, not different states, not different states. Long distance for real. Long distance. I'm talking about 20-hour flights. I'm talking about 30-hour flights. It's crazy. Am I making this shit up? No. If you've never seen the show, check out the trailers. Check out the shit on YouTube. It's all over the place. Check it on demand. So anyway, let me break down some of these couples for y'all. So we got Avery from Ohio. She's 19 years old, white girl, and she's talking to Omar, 24, who's in Syria. Yes, you heard me correctly. A 19-year-old white girl is talking to some guy named Omar who's 24 in Syria. The madness. The madness. So for those of y'all who don't know, I'm gonna just give you a little backdrop about Avery. I don't really know much about Omar. All I know is there's a fucking civil war going on out there. What else do you need to know? So anyway, Avery, she's from Ohio. She reminds me of every 90s sitcom it girl, or like 90s Honey I Shrunk the Kids, or every 90s movie actress. She reminds me of, just, I don't know, it's the vibe I get off of. So whatever. So she's 19. She's young, just getting out there, just getting her poor prince wet. You know what I'm saying? And she's dating some guy from Syria. Omar was 24. There's a fucking civil war going on out there right now. It's on the banned travel list, okay? So her boyfriend lives in a country where it's a banned travel list. Pay attention to what I'm saying. So Avery is converted over to Islam to make her boyfriend Omar happy, who she plans to marry, whom I believe she's been talking to for 6 months and has never met him. But that's another story. That's the story of this all these all these couples. So whatever. So Avery's 19, Omar's 24. Remember, you know what I'm saying? Avery's the white girl next door, and then Omar's Syria. There's a serial civil war going on out there. So pay attention. You know what I'm saying? So that's the backdrop on now. Then you got Rebecca from Georgia and Zied. I think it's like a 20-year gap. Excuse me on this one. I didn't write them down because they're such a boring couple. But this woman, Rebecca, is like 20 years this man's senior. And she's going all the way to Tasia. I'm not the pronunciation guy. I didn't even know these places exist on the map, let alone find love there. But anyway, everybody deserves somebody, I guess. So Rebecca and Zied, she's a former divorcee. She's a private investigator. I seen her put a GPS somebody's car. I was like, is that even legal? But that's no here nor there. We do what we got to do for the views, TV and not, YouTube and not. You understand? So their relationship was kind of weird. She's 20 years older than her, or younger than her, I should say. She's 20 years older than him, and it's all over the place. Like, she's been sending like him pictures, like, but she's been using filters for all her pictures. I don't know how she gets away with it, because don't they video chat? I don't know. He's Muslim. He says he's never kissed a woman, whatever. All that religion stuff. I don't want to get into all that. All right, so then that's one of them. Now we got Benjamin and Akini. I think Benjamin is 32 or 33. This guy, I got my money on this guy to become the new Clint, to become the new Paul, to become the new Colty. You know what I'm saying? I got my money on Benjamin, 33. He's dating Anikia. Once again, I'm not the pronunciation coach. I just get high and watch this shit. I'm not here to pronounce the name. You should know who Benjamin's dating if you're here. This is a review. I'm just giving, it's the first time I did this. I'm giving the people a little backdrop. So Benjamin, 32, and Akina, whatever her name is, she's in Kenya. Your boy's in Arizona. A divorcee, the story. His wife took all his bread. You know how it goes. He wasn't doing too much, so she took a lot, which is half. You know how that shit goes, whatever. So now he went online. He found this girl in Kenya, and that's his thing. Benjamin, 33, Kenya. Girl, 25, Bikini, 25. Then you got Caesar, 46, and Maria, 28, from the Ukraine, which has become everyone's favorite new couple. I know they become my new couple. We have a 46-year-old man who was in a 7-year relationship and now he's looking for love in the wrong places, y'all. Caesar, come on home, Caesar. Don't come on home here, but go on home somewhere else. It's not in the Ukraine. So we got Caesar. He's 46. He does nails. He's like, like your China lady, like, no racist stuff. He just does nails. That's his job. I heard he's an actor. I heard he's a comedian on the side. Hopefully, I don't know if he's writing a comedy or a tragedy. I don't know, whatever. I don't know what he's doing with this disastrous storyline. So your man has been talking to his shorty Maria. She was super, super bad, I might add, for 5 years. Never met her. He sends her $800 a month. $800 a month. A whole damn check. What child to Woo? I watch your chat. I watch your videos, Woo. I heard you say that $800 American was 20,000 Ukraine money. So this chick is paying $10,000, or 10,000, whatever they use in Ukraine, for her rent, and then she has a whole other 10,000 just to play with, thanks to her boy Caesar, who seems to not understand that, dog. She just doesn't want to see you, dog. She's just using you for the paper, and probably using like a string of 17 other dudes. We'll get into that, though. We'll get into that. And then you got Darcy and Tom. Darcy is what, 44, from Connecticut. Tom is 39, from the United Kingdom. Another boring couple. Well, she was on the show previously. She was dating some guy named Jesse. It just didn't work out. He was too controlling. I mean, this guy Jesse almost killed her over how she cut the steak. If you don't believe me, you could just Google it or YouTube it. It's over there for you to see. You know what I'm saying? Jesse almost killed her because she was cutting the steak away. I guess he ain't like. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just happy she's cutting the steak and she's not cutting me, if you ask me. But hey, what do I know? Then you got Angela, who is 53, and Michael, who is 29, from Nigeria, and Angela, or is from Georgia. There's nothing like a Georgia ballad, they say, I guess. All right, so that's the background. Listen, if you haven't seen the show before, get into it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like 3 seasons in. But let's get into season 3. Let's get into season 3, episode 3. Let's get into the shenanigans. So the episode starts off with Avery. For those who don't know, in the previous episode, Avery was on her way. I don't know where she was going. I don't know if it was Syria, Lebanon. I don't know where she was going. But she was going 30 hours away from Ohio to go see this guy who had to travel through civil war to get to whatever meeting place they was meeting up at. So whatever, it starts off, they meet, it's, it's kind of, no, they don't meet. They show you her getting on the plane with her mom, and she can't find her cell phone. All of a sudden, she's going crazy. The mom is like, "Oh no, this is a bad sign. Like this is bad juju." You know what I'm saying? Like we can't get on this plane if you can't find your cell phone. So then they call somebody who dropped them off. I guess a family member, a friend. They pull back up in front of the airport. You would think this person would actually pull the car over and try to see if the phone was in the car, but no. They pull up and then Avery opens the door and says, "Where's the phone?" She's like, "I don't know. I didn't look." Okay, so how do you know the phone is even in here? But that's no here nor there. That's just me paying attention to detail. Crazy. But anyway, whatever. I don't even remember if she found the cell phone. I don't think she did find the cell phone. I think the cell phone was lost. So I don't know. I don't, these TV tricks, whatever. So her mom says, "We're not getting on the plane until we find the phone," or whatever. I guess they found the phone, or Avery started blacking out and saying she didn't care about the phone. Keep in mind, she's going to a different country 30 hours away, talking about she does not need her phone. Listen, I need my phone when I'm going to the bathroom, and that's 3 feet away. All right? So listen, how the fuck are you going to go 30 hours away and talk about you don't need your phone? You don't speak the language. You don't even know, do you know the area code to use in this new area, Avery? Start thinking. I know you're 19, but goddamn it. So anyway, they spin off, whatever. They finally get on the plane. She starts talking all that, that lovey-dovey, mushy. Oh, she can't wait. Yeah, have fun on that 30-hour ride. So continue. So now we fast forward. We go to the next scene. We get Angela, 53 from Georgia, with Michael. We see Angela. She's still on this riff from last week about how this guy Michael, who's in Nigeria. I know what you're thinking, Nigerian scammer. I did too. But hey, stereotypes are stereotypes. But listen, she's been having this rip with Michael about he has like 1,000 friends on Facebook, and they're like, oh my, I never got that. Like, why do women think that every girl is your friend on Facebook? You're smashing the fucking them. I don't understand. Like, I have like 5,000 friends on Facebook. I probably haven't even smashed 20 of them. I'm just saying, but I don't know. It's just like a woman's psychological thing. I don't know. Ladies, leave a comment below. Let me know what that's about. So anyway, she's on this riff about she saw he had a lot of females on his Facebook and it's messing her up. She can't sleep and she has a gripe to pick with him and stuff like that. Gripe. That's the word white people use and shit like that. And Angela definitely looks like she says the word nigga behind doors. That's just my opinion. Allegedly, she's from Georgia. Southern Bells. And the word flies off the tongue. But hey, that's just my opinion. So she's in the lawyer office, and she's sitting down in the lawyer office, and she's trying to get a K1 visa from Michael, who's in Nigeria. Remember, she's 53. Michael is 29. So she's in the lawyer's office. She's asking the lawyer about the K1 visa process. I guess she applied for the visa. I guess she sent out the visa, the application for him, or whatever. This guy Michael is sick. He's on camera talking about Trump. I'm coming to see you, dog. You're as dark as midnight. You will get nowhere near close to Trump. Trust and believe me on that, sir. But anyway, it's just, I don't know if it's a player. If this place is trying to get, I don't know what he's trying to do. But she's sitting up in the lawyer office and she's telling her, trying to figure out the process. She's telling her it's going to be 5 to 6 months. And another thing women do, you're just here to find out about the process of the application. Why the hell are you telling your lawyer that you're not sure if you trust them? Like, you're at the wrong place, baby. That's called a psychiatrist. You went to the lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you're 53 and everything. You can't be losing your mind that quick. She's sitting up in the lawyer's office. Now she's nagging and the lawyer's ear off about trust. And the lawyer's just sitting there racking up on those hours, racking up on his coin as he should. Respect to the OG lawyer who's just sitting there acting like he cared while he was racking up on his coin. So she's sitting there talking about this nonsense, whatever. Let me tell you something. Long distance relationships aren't easy. Now, when you're talking about living in the United States, it's a little bit easier because you can hop on the plane. You don't need a passport. You don't need all this paperwork and all that crap and all that shit. But trust me, long distance is difficult. You want to be in a long distance? You're 53, he's 29. You don't even know what the person is doing when you get off the phone with them. Keep it real. Do you know what that person is doing? They could tell you anything. They could tell you they're at work. They could tell you they have a family emergency. They could tell you their dog died. They might not even have a fucking dog. You understand what I'm saying too? Like and then with this, it's like most of these people, it's like first or second time they meet. In Angela's case, she's met this guy before, so she's been in Nigeria before. So whatever, she starts. These people are out of their mind. Seriously, these people are out of their fucking mind. So anyway, now we get into the next couple, which is Rebecca and Zied. Zied is like, I think, what, 20 years younger than her, whatever. So he's from Syria. They couldn't go to Syria because it's on the ban list, which, I don't know what anybody else is thinking, but if a country's on the ban list and you're trying to fall in love with someone there, I mean, sometimes you just gotta take the hints. Maybe it's not meant to be, but this show is all about people forcing love. Trust me. Even when it's not there, it's all about them forcing love. So now we got Rebecca from Georgia and Zied from Syria. So Rebecca from Georgia goes to, I think it was Lebanon. I don't know. I'm not really big on the Middle East news. I'm not really big on the geography of the Middle East. And yeah, I didn't even know there was a civil war going on there. But thanks to this junky, trashy television, I now learn something new every day, that there's a war in Syria. But anyway, they can't go to Syria because it's banned. Banned. Can't go there. So that's a lot of thing with this show. A lot of people have to meet up in like neutral territories. That should be a fucking sign. If you have to go through all that work just to go to a neutral territory, you had to find love in other places. You gotta love yourself. You gotta love yourself, people. So anyway, she finally gets there, whatever. He picks her up from the airport. This is the woman who's been using filters because she's 30 years or 20 years younger than him or whatever. And she gets to the airport. They do the whole mushy thing. She's so happy. She's so excited to see him. It's the first time, whatever. So, he's there with the flowers, real gentleman like, that's how it always begins. You know what I'm saying? That's how it always begins until it gets to episode 7 or some shit like that. But trust me, I'll be here for the bullshit too. So whatever. Hits with the flowers. They get outside. She had to get a rental because I guess my man can't drive. Like he has to have like 5 years like driving experience or 5 years learning before. I don't know, weird shit, Middle East shit. No offense. I just don't know what they do over there. You know what I'm saying? So he gets the rental for her, and then she has to drive the rental. So straight off bat, yeah, baby girl, 20 hour plus off the plane, get right in that car and play Uber. Even though you don't know anything about this country, even though you don't know about the roads, guess what? You're going to drive this car for the next 3 weeks. Yes, I said 3 weeks. He has purchased the car for 3 weeks, and he needs her to pay with her American coin, finessing at his finest. What did I tell you? He's handed off the flowers. They got outside the airport. He needed the money for the rental so that for the next 3 weeks. So he needed the American coin, finessing at his finest. Give that man a 10. He deserves a 10 out of 10 on that. Sweet on the finesse. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to that nigga. So whatever, they're driving around. So then, they're driving to the hotel. She's complaining like a real American. Oh my God, these roads, these conditions are terrible. What the fuck did you think? Yeah, this country or outside of this country, there's a fucking civil war going on. I don't think they're worried about the potholes in the streets or worried about the traffic or the traffic signs. So that's just me. Never been there. Not my business. So anyway, they're going to the hotel. Oh yeah, and they go to her age. She's 47 and he's 26. So you know what I'm saying? He gets the coin out of her. He tells her, "Yo, you're gonna be driving this car for the next 3 weeks or whatever." Then they get to the they get to the hotel, and there's a guy out there with like it's like he's holding this like stick, and it's like it has a mirror underneath it. And she's like, "Are they looking for bombs?" Yes, bitch. Yes. There's a civil war going on. What what is it with Americans that they think that just because it's not going on in your country or outside in Canada and Mexico, that there ain't other shit going on in the world? Rebecca, He told you that there's a civil war outside. Do you know what a civil war is? They're looking for bombs. They're looking for grenades. They're looking for handguns. They're looking for concealed weapons. All that. They're at war. So her American naiveness. They get to the hotel. She handed some scarf for him. I don't know where he's gonna use that scarf in Syria. I thought, isn't the Middle East, Syria hot? I don't know. Once again, I'm not the geography guy, but whatever. So she gives him a scarf. I don't know if that's the gift to give somebody who lives in Syria. Sounds like a gift you would give to somebody in like Utah or like Wisconsin or like New York. I don't know. Whatever. That's just me. So they get to the hotel. She gives him the scarf. Then they're showing their scenes when the back scenes where they're talking, and she's like, "Oh, I'm ready to get it on. I haven't had I haven't had that sweet loving. I haven't had that sweet D. I haven't had that sweet McLovin in a year." Lies. You know what I'm saying? That, in my opinion, I think it's a lie. Whatever. And then you got Zied over there, and he's just like, oh, the first night I can't do it because we're not married, and I've never done it before. Like, I just want to keep it to the sexting and the FaceTime. Like, I'm gonna go in the bathroom and she's gonna go in the bed and we're gonna FaceTime and have phone sex and sexting, but I don't want to do the real thing. No, no. This guy is just like moving around like a fucking church mouse when it comes to sex. So he doesn't want to have sex with her the first night or whatever. He's being mad scary. He's being a fucking 29-year-old virgin, a 26-year-old virgin, whatever, how old he is. Then, whatever, another thing I don't understand too is he said he never kissed the girl, but then he kisses Rebecca right in the room. I'm like, the lies, the deception, the lies and deception. You've been kissing bitches, haven't you, nigga? Talking about you ain't kissing girls because you're Muslim, because of your religion. All right, well, you better stay true to your religion. He grabbed her face like this and put it right on her, talking about he ain't never kissed or he can't kiss until they're married, but whatever. He's ready. This guy, this guy wouldn't woodpeck a tree if it was in front of him. She's ready to give it all up and stuff, all wet, all drippy, drippy, and he's like, maybe you should sleep on that side of the bed. You know what I'm saying? But whatever, that's his business. I don't know. I'm not going to the Middle East unless it's like a big bag, like a big, big bag there for me. You know what I'm saying? All right, so then we got Avery. Oh yeah, I want to go back to Avery real quick. So yeah, Avery in the last episode 2, Avery was talking to her parents about marrying this guy. And where is he from? He's from Syria. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The other guy's not from Syria. He's from Tessa. I don't even know how you pronounce this shit. Whatever it is, he's just somewhere that's out the fucking country. Avery's the one with the guy in Syria. So refrain everything I just said about the last guy. Everything I said about him is true, but he doesn't live in Syria. He lives in Tucania. I don't even. Who the fuck comes up with these names for these fucking places on the map? I don't even know. But anyway, back to Avery. So in episode 2, we're sidetracking real quick, and then we're gonna go back in the third. Remember, we just left off Rebecca and Zied. We just sidetracking real quick. So in episode 2, Avery's talking to her parents about she's gonna get married to this guy. It's only been 6 months. She's a converted Muslim. We have to give an award to the real MVP of that episode. He wasn't in this episode this time. Damn it, Ethan, where were you, man? Avery's little brother. That little guy is a savage, man. He was exposing Avery all over the place. He's basically calling her out on this Muslim act, saying it's an act. She doesn't know what she wants. He claims that she was vegan 2 months ago, and late at night she was sneaking up buckets of fried chicken and all that good greasy shit up to her room, going back, doubling back on her word. So he's not believing this for 1 second. He's not believing the hype. And good for you, Ethan. Good for you. You were the true MVP of episode 2, if anybody didn't tell you. And TLC, make sure you get that man in more episodes. All right. The dad, meanwhile, I never seen anything like this. I've never seen a white man who was at a loss for words. This white father right here, Avery's father, he's trying his hardest. He's like that black guy in the movie Get Out. He's just trying to get the words out, but he can't. He's just like he's like falling into the sunken place. Like his daughter is turned Muslim. The parents already think she's gonna turn to ISIS, and they're recruiting her. And what's going on? The dad, the poor old dad, is just sitting there in the background like a lifeless shell shocked. World War II, Vietnam, shell shocked. He's just looking. All he could do was just move his eyes. I felt bad for him. But that was a side note. 'Cause I didn't get to do episode 2, but maybe I'll go back and do episode 2. We still episode 3 though, because that was just yesterday. All right, so the lawyer, shout out to the lawyer. Then we go back. You know, we go back. The lawyer is still talking about he doesn't know if she should trust him like that and stuff like that. Whatever, it's cool. Whatever. So let me see. I'm just looking at my notes right here. He's not married. Hold on. Okay. So then we got Benjamin. Then we go into Benjamin. My fault. That's what happens. We go into Benjamin, who's 33, with his girl Anikia. I don't know what her name is. When you're high and just watching good television, and you're just watching people just screw up their lives, does it really matter what their names are except the ones that stand out? But anyway, Benjamin's 33 from Arizona, and he's going to Kenya for Akini or whatever her name is to meet her. So they show you him, they show you, and trust me, this guy Benjamin, his parents were right on the dot with naming this kid, man. This Benjamin looks like a Benjamin. He ain't getting no younger. He's no Benjamin Button. He's Benjamin to every point of the word, every lettering across the name, straight across the board. He's Harry Potter to Harry Potter. So anyway, Benjamin, so starts off for him. He's by the bus. He's waiting for the bus. He's a former divorcee. He's telling you his story. His wife basically fucked him and basically took his bread, fucking sent them and served them the divorce papers on their anniversary. Ouch. That bitch is cold blooded. Cold blooded alert. So your man Benjamin, they show you his whip is taken away. He has to go to the bus stop. In that hot ass Arizona weather. Stand out there. You know what I'm saying? I guess he goes to work. He says he's some programming shit. They show you him walking around the office and all that. But shout out to Benjamin. It looks like he has a sweet tooth for chocolate. It looks like his previous wife was black. I don't know. Probably wasn't laying the pipe down correctly. None of my business. But shout out to his ex-wife. They blurred her face, but her titties were amazing. Ladies, no offense. Just got to call it how you see it. You know what I'm saying? So just got to call it how I see it. So anyway, Benjamin, I didn't show you. Benjamin goes home. Benjamin makes a sandwich. He takes all the crust around the bread off. He cuts it off, and he dumps a bag of plastic Doritos, chips out of a plastic bag of Doritos, and he talks about how his expenses is fucked up since the divorce, and how he had to change his lifestyle up. So basically, he's bumming and slumming, living like a bachelor, living like a college bachelor in his senior year of college, living like a bachelor at 27 in his mom's basement, eating a lot of ramen noodles and bags of chips all over the fucking place. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, he tells a story. He can't find any pussy or any women in Arizona. His luck or whatever, it's not too good out there. So he went on the site and he found Akini, and Akini liked his picture or sent him a message, and he sent her a message, and he fell in love. She's beautiful. Me, I don't personally. I think if you're gonna invest your time in trying to bring a chick from out of the country, she better be a fucking 10, at least a 9.5. Because Akini is nowhere not. Akini is not even a strong 6. My opinion. My opinion. A lot of wig changing, a lot of braiding of the hair, all that bright red lipstick. But Benjamin, he don't care. He's just trying. He's just trying to hit. He's just trying to hit. So Benjamin, he's like, okay. So then they show you he FaceTimes her. He FaceTimes Akini, his girl, his queen, his goddess, and they're talking, and then she's like super weird. She's like, yeah, my dad, because she's never dated a white boy, and she's like, my dad, he's asking her like, what are the culture differences when I get there? So he knows, like how to move around the family and stuff, because he has to meet the family. So he's like, yo, what's the culture difference? Then culture, she's like, oh, she starts going on this weird rant about how you got to take off your shoes at the door. Like, okay, that's not that weird. People do that in America. But, like, they'll feel disrespected. All right, whatever. Then she starts going into this machete talk, like, oh, my dad, he's probably going to chase you and be like, never come back again. And he's going to chase you with a machete. Good luck with that one, Benjamin. You might want to go watch the curious case of Benjamin Button and slow down a little bit. Throw it back, Mike G. But anyway, she's on the phone talking about all this crazy talk about her dad, whatever. And this girl's in Kenya. Like, her dad is probably gonna praise this white man when he comes to fucking save her or save him of his daughter. So then, they're talking, whatever. And then it gets really weird. She's like, oh, you love me. She starts whispering to him, like, oh, you love me. You love me. You love me. You love it, Kenny. And I'm like, whoa, super creepy, even through FaceTime. But anyway, it is what it is. So my man, then he's like, yeah, I do love you. He like falls under a spell. I don't know if it's like some Kenyan spell or some shit through the FaceTime, but whatever. It was wild, creepy. Just check it out when you see the episode. Like, I was like, why are you talking like that? It's like grown women who talk like little kids sometimes. It'd be like, why are you doing that? Like, you're grown. So anyway, this is where it gets interesting. So, we all know when you travel, sometimes you got expenses that you didn't expect. You might go out extra night. You might whatever run into a shorty. You might just run into something. You might just have to spend extra bread. You might have to stay extra day, extra bread at the hotel, whatever. The travel expenses that we don't expect. But on this show, there's a travel expense that none of these guys expect. And Benjamin was hit with the reality. It's called. Hold on, let me find it. What the hell is this shit called? Oh my God, my notes. A price. It's like a price for your wife. Price for the wife. What is it called? Sorry, y'all. I'm just trying to. I don't even know. Okay, bride price. There it is. It was in my notes. I'm sorry. So basically, on this show, 90 Day Fiance, it's a custom in certain countries when certain people give their daughters away that you, the man, have to give their parents some money. Hence the bride price. That's when shit gets real with Benjamin. You know what I'm saying? She's like, yeah, you got to pay the bride price. And Benjamin's like, what's that? And then she explains to him, like, you got to give some money and stuff like that to my parents. It's like tradition, aka straight up extortion, aka straight up highway robbery. How you gonna want me to marry you? How you gonna want me to bring you to America? And then you want me to hit your parents off with some racks too? Flat out extortion. I would never ever buy love. I refuse. I'll buy a prostitute before I buy love. Fuck out of here with all that. So basically, this is like a common theme in the show. It's not the first time we've seen this. We've seen this in other couples that like, it's a big thing. Like in the Philippines, I remember one episode, like previous season, this Filipino chick was going crazy. Like, you told me you have money and you're 48 years old and you have nothing, because they was talking about the bride price. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind when you watch the show. Some of them don't know about the bride price that they're gonna have to pay. So Benjamin got hit with the news that he gotta pay that bride price if he's trying to hit that and take that home. You know what I'm saying? Take that overseas and shit. And also Benjamin's trying to be an ordained minister. Bro, you got a bride tax coming up, my G. Ordaining and preaching is not gonna get it for you. Unless you're gonna pass that basket around like 3-4 times around the congregation, which you better start doing, and you better start doing it quickly because you have a bride price to pay or whatever. It's like it's like it gets worse. It just gets worse and worse. Like, why don't people understand that these people either just want to come to America or they just want to use you for money? Facts. It's not that hard. It's not that hard to realize. The first thing out her mouth, what's the first thing out her mouth besides shoes and her dad's is gonna chase him with the machete is that they gotta pay a bride price. I'd have been like, bitch, doses. See you later. Catch you on the rebound. Dennis Rodman, Shaquille O'Neal. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Ain't no pussy worth no bride tax. You know what I'm saying? Shit crazy. bride tax. Never heard of no shit like that. So anyway, whatever. So he's trying to be a ordained minister. Like I said, this guy is in my category to become the next wild, creepy white guy like Paul, Colty, and Clint. And those are guys from other shows, other seasons, or whatever. You trust me, if you're into this world, you know who they are. You know what I'm saying? Because Benjamin, that girl's gonna do you worse than Andrea trying to crip nap my nigga Lamar into Utah, and he's a Los Angeles nigga. He wasn't having it. That nigga took her phone. He was out. But I'm sidetracking. That's a different show. We'll get into a review for that if y'all want me to do a review for that show a different time. All right. So now we get to everybody's favorite couple, everybody's favorite finesse, everybody's favorite gullible guy, everybody's naive dude, Caesar and Maria. So in the previous episode, Caesar had sent over $2,000 to Maria. So keep in mind, according to Wu, if y'all watch the show and you watch Wu reviews, you know who Wu is. She said that $800 is 20,000 of Ukraine money. So let's just say $1,000 is 20,000 Ukraine money. So now she's balling with like 40,000 of her money off my man Caesar, because Caesar sent her 2 racks in the previous episode. They're supposed to be meeting up in Mexico. They previously tried to meet up a couple times, I guess 3 or 4 times in the last 4 or 5 years. It hasn't happened. My man Caesar, his alarm still hasn't gone off. You know what I'm saying? He still doesn't smell the coffee. This nigga still got his face in dog shit. But anyway, so now next scene we go to Caesar. He's all hype. He has his friend come over, Yemi. Yeah, she's cool. She's a little cutie pie. You know what I'm saying? She got braces, and I'm looking at Caesar like, yo, why aren't you hitting this right here, my nigga? This is local. This is in town, and y'all chill all the time. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Yemi, whatever. She's right here. Once she get her braces off, it's go. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta deal with brace face for a little bit, but she right here. She ready to go. You heard her. She came in the room. They show you Caesar. He opens the door for Yenny, whatever. She comes in. They go to his room because she's helping him pack or whatever for his trip to Mexico. And then, Yanni's like, oh, this is your room? Keyword, but Caesar doesn't pick up on these things. There's a beautiful woman right here. Why the fuck are you going to Mexico and paying this woman $800 a month in the Ukraine? My nigga, are you fucking psychologically there? Like, do you need to be checked into a mental ward? But anyway, he's showing her his fits. He's showing her like this suit. Like he's trying to get super souped up with this like red tie. She's like, oh yeah, you're doing too much. You just gotta be formal. You're doing too much. You gotta relax. You gotta relax. I'm fucking with you. And, you know what I'm saying? She cute and she got jokes. She's telling him, like, yo, you gotta relax, my G. So then, then he shows her the ring. Like, oh yeah, this is the one I gotta show you. He opens up the ring, he shows her the ring, and she's like, you've never even met this person. Keep in mind, Caesar's been sending this woman $800 for 5 years, every month consistently, and has never met her. Bought a ring, so the first time he meets her, he wants to go marry her. Keep that in mind. 5 years, $800 a month, 12 months in a year. Pay attention. Never seen her. Every time he wanted to see her, there was always an excuse. The last episode, she said Maria told Caesar that there was a crisis or that there was an emergency and that Russia was attacking the Ukraine. According to Google, that was not true. According to Russian news sites, that was not true. So and even Caesar said it on the phone. So now she's asking him, did you buy it? Did she buy it? She's showing her the ring. She's like, yeah, I think you're taking a little too far, like we all would say with anybody with common sense. And then we find out that she didn't actually buy her ticket with the $2,000. Oh, what a surprise. No, oh, surprise. What a surprise there. She didn't buy the ticket, huh? So Caesar's getting all packed and shit, all giddy, like I'm about to be out of town. I'm going OT. I'm about to be up in that Mexican sun. I'm about to be drinking a Corona with a lime. You know what I'm saying? Margarita, tequila. My ticket is booked. We out. And guess what? Shorty still ain't even get her ticket. What are you doing, my nigga? Why did you even send her $2,000? Why didn't you just buy her fucking ticket? But That's Caesar. You know what I'm saying? He's in love. Hasn't met this girl in 5 years. $800 a month is nothing. He's getting it. He's harassing his boss. He's telling his boss, yo, I need a raise. I need an advance because this bitch is draining my pockets. But he don't care. It's all about the love, even though he never met. So now, like they just having a regular conversation. She's just like, yo, she thinks he's bugging. They cut to her scenes. She's saying like she don't really think that this chick don't love him. Well, duh, it don't take a fucking brain time to fucking figure that one out. So whatever. So Caesar, he's in La La Land. He's just yeah, I'm going to Mexico, whatever. So and then basically I think that's how the episode ends. I believe actually no, it ends with Avery. No, yeah, it ends with Avery getting off the plane after 30 a 30-hour ride, just like how it started in the beginning. She got on the plane, and in the episode, she was getting off to go meet Omar, who is, I think they're in Lebanon. I don't know. In the comments below, tell me where Avery went to go visit Omar again. I know that he's from Syria, but I know it's a civil war going on out there, and I know it's on the travel ban list. So I know it's not a place you want to be looking for women or men for right now. Just my opinion, just my opinion. So towards the end, it shows you corny Avery. Oh my God, Avery is just like I said, the white girl next door. Excuse me. Say bless you in the comments. She's like the white girl next door. Now she's Muslim and stuff. And they show you her getting off the plane, and she's like in the plane doing her makeup after a 30-hour plane ride. And then she's like, I hope he understands why I look like shit because I was traveling. And it looks like when they got to customs or immigration that they had a hold up. And it looks like at the end, it seems like she said to her mom, it doesn't matter. We have a day. We're good till tomorrow. So you you flew 30 hours across the world and you could only stay there for one day? Avery, do you know there's 24 hours in a day? You just spent more time traveling to this country, wherever the fuck you went, Lebanon, wherever the hell you're going. You spent more time traveling there than you're going to spend with him. He's going to smash probably and then go to sleep. You're going to lose at least 7 hours. So you're really getting like 17. The madness, TLC, I love you for this. I love you for this show. I love you for this shit. It feeds me. What's better than seeing people do worse than you? Huh? Huh? It's not better than. So in this closing, man, this is the main thing to take away from this episode. Caesar, once again, Maria has not paid her ticket, and she has a $2,000 in the Ukraine, living it up, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Caesar's over there boohooing, and we met. Who's Caesar's homegirl? Yamni. She's a cutie. She just has braces, but out here, shit. You know what I'm saying? Just my thoughts, man. Just my thoughts. All right, so we met Yanni in this episode, season 3, Little Lies. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it was a whole bunch of little lies. Zied and Rebecca, they finally met. They're at the hotel now. Zied's being a little prude. I don't know what you call it. Like he's being a prude little schoolboy. He doesn't want Rebecca to put her hands on his fucking leg or some shit like that. I don't know, but we're gonna see where that goes with Rebecca and Zied. I think there's gonna be a surprise there, in my opinion. Let's say who else let me see who else that I wanted to get at that was important. Oh yeah, watch out for the Benjamin and Akini relationship. I think Benjamin is going to be in for a wild surprise. We're going to see what happens with that bride price, bride price, whatever. The basically straight up extortion and highway robbery they have to pay to the family. You know what I'm saying? We'll see how that plays out further on in the season. That was the big thing that I caught from Benjamin's story. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, and I forgot to talk about Darcy and Tom. Darcy 39, I believe. No, Darcy 44, Tom 39. So Darcy was on the show before. I mean, this is out of order, but she was on the show before. She had a previous boyfriend, Jesse, who was like a control freak, I guess you could say. So basically, they broke up, and now she's here trying to aim for love again. So Darcy gets to where's this guy at again? He's in the United Kingdom. She gets to the United Kingdom. He told her he was gonna pick her up because he was gonna send the car, which he did. He sends the car. Darcy goes into a public bathroom and says she's freshening up. I don't know how you freshen up in a public bathroom, but especially a public airport bathroom. But hey, that's nor here nor there. None of my business. You know what I'm saying? I have nothing to do with that. None of my business. So she's basically she takes 45 minutes in the airport bathroom freshening up. She's getting underneath the dryer. Don't you know when you use that dryer in the bathroom, it's all the bacteria in there gets onto your hands. It's fucking disgusting. She's like putting her breast underneath and like, I don't know what she's doing. So anyway, they get outside, she's like, oh, I always wanted to be in this little cab. She has like 6 bags of luggage, 4 Louis Vuitton. I see you, Darcy. You got the bag. But where the fuck are you going? Are you going on vacation or are you going to move to the United Kingdom? Which one is it, baby girl? You got to meet him first before you bring all the shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically what happened with her. I don't even think she came back into the show, and towards the end, who cares? Whatever. That we'll see how that plays out. I'm not really too hyped for that. But yeah, and that's it. It looks like next week Avery's gonna finally they're gonna show us Avery meeting Omar. Avery has landed. Angela is in the lawyer's office trying to figure out what's up with the K1 status of the application. And she's also venting to her lawyer about this trust issue about these 1,000 friends on Facebook. Like, I'll never get that. Like, why does it matter how many friends I have on Facebook? Like, what do you think this is? Do you think this is a sex factory? Whatever. You think I'm having? Do you think I'm having sex 30 at a time? It's hilarious. But anyway, that's what her story was really about. Shout out to the worker who played Angela in the last episode where Angela was talking about she was trying to have a coming to America wedding and a Nigerian African themed wedding, and you know, you know what that employee said? He said, "The most African we could get, we could barbecue a goat." Ethan and that man were the true MVPs episode 2. The MVP of this episode, we're gonna give it to Benjamin because we're gonna see what happens with that bride price. If he gonna pay it, if he gonna have the money, and I think his storyline is gonna be funny too. So we'll see. Next week, they're gonna show us, I guess, Avery and Omar's connection. I guess we'll go back into Angela and Michael, the MAGA loser who's on camera. Like, I'm coming to see you, Trump. Dog, you will never see Trump, and if you do, it will be from the distance or from your television. All right, that's just the reality of it. All right, Caesar Maria, straight up swindle, son. $2,000 down the drain, along with that other 800 that he's gonna send this month. Could you imagine sending $800 a month to somebody you never met, and every time you tried to meet that person, they had an excuse? Russia's attacking the Ukraine. It would be on the news. Like, what type of lies, what type of swindles, what type of excuses are we using? Like, are getting past here. I was in a long distance. Trust me, it's difficult, but I was never in no long distance with somebody up in Haiti or somebody up in Canada or somebody up in Cuba. You know what I'm saying? I kept it in the States, man. You know what I'm saying? And that was still hard and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's difficult when you're in a long distance because you really don't know what that person is doing. You got to go off their word. And you know how that go. Loyalty is everything. Loyalty is royalty. But you know what I'm saying? You don't know what that person is doing when they close their phone. You don't know what that person is doing when they say they're with their friends or their family. You don't know what that person is doing when you close FaceTime. But I'm here for it though. Lansky's calling. I'm here for the bullshit. I'm here to see hearts get broken. I'm here to see people's visa applications get denied. And I'm be here with the TLC family. 90 days. Shout out to my boy Sauceaholic. You know what I'm saying? He's the OG of this TLC 90 day shit. But he sipped the sauce. I'm just the stoner, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm the stoner because I gotta let people know stoners is watching this shit too. And don't be ashamed. We out here. We watching TLC. We watching 90 Day Fiance. We watching 90 Day the other way. We watching before the 90 Day. And let me know down below if y'all want me to do a video too if y'all want me to start doing reviews on Love After Lockup, because that's my shit too. Shout out to Andrea for trying to crip nap my nigga Lamar. Lamar, I'm glad you made it out. If you see this, baby, salute, my nigga. We waiting on that new music, Lamar. You know what I'm saying, bro? We waiting for that new music. I seen what you try to do to you, man. You try to crip nap you and keep you in Utah, but you made it out, my nigga. You escaped. You made it out the jungle, my nigga. Salute. This is the first Lansky's Corner. 90 before the 90 days. That's what the shit is called. I just be watching this shit. It just comes on my TV. It just be how I watch. It is what it is. Salute. The Instagram is Lansky's Corner. The Cash App is $ Lansky's Corner. And I will be doing the other 90 days when I can. But right now, we're going to start off with this one. We'll keep it to the Monday, Tuesday schedule right now. Holla at me. Check out my other resume of work. You might find it entertaining. Salute.